Box office. Black Phone 2 hauls in $26.5 million, dominating a slow October weekend. Universal and Blumhouse's horror sequel, Black Phone 2, has kicked off the spooky season with a strong performance at the box office, raking in $26.5 million from 3,411 North American theaters. This impressive opening weekend not only led an otherwise quiet domestic box office, but also set the stage for a potentially successful run. Black Phone 2 aligns with the expectations set by its predecessor, Black Phone, which launched with $23 million in 2021 when cinemas were still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. In contrast, the second film's October release had a more solitary journey, with limited competition from other newcomers. The weekend's other notable release, Lionsgate's R-rated comedy Good Fortune, opened at number 3 with $6.2 million from 2,990 venues. Falling short of expectations. Disney's sci-fi sequel Tron secured second place with $11.1 million from 4,000 screens, marking a significant 66% decline from its initial outing. According to ComScore, the October box office is currently down 11% compared to the same period in 2024. Black Phone 2 has also performed well internationally, collecting $15.5 million and bringing the global tally to $42 million. Despite the promising results, Universal and Blumhouse invested more in the sequel with a budget of $30 million compared to the first film's $18 million. While Black Phone 2 received decent reviews, it didn't resonate with moviegoers as strongly as the original. CinemaScore exit polls gave the sequel a B grade, while the first film earned a B+ grade. Universal's president of domestic distribution, Jim Orr, attributed the success to the film's terrifying nature and strong cast, emphasizing the audience's desire for such experiences in theaters. For Blumhouse, the low-budget horror powerhouse behind franchises like Paranormal Activity and The Purge, Black Phone 2 is crucial for a major comeback. However, the company has faced challenges recently, with films like Wolfman and M3GAN 2.0 underperforming. Blumhouse's next release, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, is set for December. Good Fortune, directed by Aziz Ansari and starring Keanu Reeves, received respectable reviews, 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, and audience scores, a B+ on CinemaScore. Despite this, the film struggled to attract enough audiences to justify its $30 million budget, indicating a challenge in recouping its costs. Tron also faces financial struggles, having earned $54.6 million domestically and $100.3 million worldwide after 2 weekends. With a production cost of $180 million and substantial promotion expenses, the film's success hinges on its ability to sustain strong box office numbers. Channing Tatum's dramedy, Roofman, and Leonardo DiCaprio's action comedy, One Battle After Another, rounded out the top box office charts. Roofman generated $3.7 million in its second weekend, while One Battle After Another collected $3.75 million in its fourth outing, bringing its domestic total to $61 million. The film has been a steady performer overseas with $100 million in earnings to date, making it an impressive original R-rated film. However, the studio's investment in One Battle exceeds $130 million, and it requires approximately $300 million to break even. According to studio executives, the film is on track to lose $100 million in its theatrical run, despite its potential as a major Oscar contender. After the Hunt, a Me Too-inspired thriller directed by Luca Guadagnino, failed to gain traction, earning $1.56 million from 1,238 theaters in its first weekend. The film, led by stars like Julia Roberts, Ayo Edebiri, and Andrew Garfield, has amassed just $1.77 million after one weekend in limited release. In limited release, Jafar Panahi's Palme d'Or winner, It Was Just an Accident, scored $68,000 from 3 venues in New York City and Los Angeles, averaging $22,000 per location. The film, released by Neon, is expected to be an awards contender and has grossed $115,000 since its release. Richard Linklater's dramedy, Blue Moon, struggled among specialty titles, earning $67,060 from 5 locations with an average of $13,412 per screen. Ethan Hawke, who stars in the film, plays a different role from his portrayal in Black Phone 2 as songwriter Lorenz Hart, reflecting on the opening night of Oklahoma, a new musical by his former collaborator Richard Rodgers.